Hey, hello all, this is Roshan from QA. So this is the fourth video, part 4. We are going to see as how to create or design frameworks. So in the first 3 sessions we have seen as how to set up the framework, and we have seen as what are the types of frameworks, and how to design the frameworks by using these or the key aspects for those things. So we need to convert these 6 things into a technical way in our frameworks. We need to implement these things, and also while implementing it we need to also keep in the mind these all the things should be taken care while doing the frameworks, right? So to do this I will be creating a Maven project. Since the reason for going for Maven project is since Maven is a build automation tool where we have seen already, and it's very useful to integrate with the continuous integration you can perform it. So that's the main reason we are going to build automation tools like Maven or Ant or Gradle. So rather than going with the Java project, you for coming for frameworks, you please choose any build tool. So I'm going with a Maven, and you can go to the file and new and create a Maven project. So if you want to know about the more on Maven, what's Maven and how to create a projects, you can refer my previous videos. So here I have created a Maven project already. So it has a main folder and TestNg. We have already seen those things, how to do that. And then you will be having the pom.xml. So in the pom.xml I have already given the dependencies for my project. So here I have used Selenium and TestNg, so I have already downloaded those things. Fine. So let's move on to convert these things into our framework, right? So first one is we have seen as configuration. So for configuration we need to create a properties files, so we'll talk about sometime later. So here you can see a base libraries. For base libraries we need to create a base things should be placed inside this base libraries, and the control unit we need to have a wrapper classes, and utilities we need to have a maintain Excel files for data driven frameworks, and in object repository we need to convert those things into a page object model, and for maintaining the running the test cases we need to maintain any of the TestNg or JUnit with the BDD framework with Cucumber files, right? So we will convert these things into our program. Okay, so first one is here you can see as I have a main and test. So I need to convert this base libraries. So to do that I can have this, I want to take this base. So want to convert, we need to have different packages for all these things. So for base libraries I will have a name, give us a base. Okay, fine. So inside this base I will be having the things which are necessary for the base things, like opening the browser and maintaining the session and instantiating the drivers and also returning the drivers. Those everything will be maintained inside this base. So next one is we need to have a wrapper class. So I can have another package, I can have as a common. So this common package I will be having the wrapper class, and if I am using any constants I can have it, and also if I am using listeners for this TestNg I can use those things inside this. Next is for utilities I can have another package. In this I am going to have a Excel related things, and also whichever necessary for whichever utilities necessaries I can have here. If you are, for example, if you are going with any auto ID or anything, you can have those kinds of codes in this utilities package. Next is page object model we will be using. So object repository we need to have a page object. So you can have page object. Okay, done. So next is we need to have a test cases. So for that test cases I will be creating a new in the test folder, not in other folders. Okay, so I can give us a test cases. Okay, so now we have converted these things, these key aspects to a different packages: base, common, page object, utilities and test cases. So next our job is to have everything inside this, or we need to use these all the packages, and we want to run it out our program. Fine. So the last thing is I need to do this configuration. So to do that, I can create a properties file, go to this new, and you can have this file. You can give some name as I'm giving as config.properties. So this properties file works as a key value pair. We need to give a key which will be like variable, and we need to pass that value here. Okay, so these are all the basic things we need to cover before the starting the frameworks. So in the next sessions I'll show you how to work on this. Okay, so we'll meet on the next video. Thank you.